If you're like me and you've been increasing your running volume a lot lately, these dynamic exercises might be helpful for you, especially if you're getting some increased tightness in the calf and the Achilles tendon, or even some tightness in the bottom of your foot muscles or plantar fasciitis symptoms. In the first movement, I'm in a downward dog type of position, pressing my heel toward the ground while the opposite knee is bending. I keep my toes anchored to the ground and I try and press the ball of my foot into the mat as well. As you can see here, I slowly lower my heels down. I press them up to increase that great toe extension. I bring my knees to the ground to further that stretch, and then I come back up to the starting position. What I should feel is a nice stretch in the back of my calves as I drive my heels down. As I lift my heels up, I should feel a nice stretch in the bottom of my foot as I move that big toe into further extension. Here I'm doing so in a lunge position, allowing me to also feel a stretch in that back leg hip flexor as well, keeping nice tall posture with the torso, which you can't necessarily see here. I personally find these stretches to be very helpful before and after a run. On my right foot, I have a bunion type of deformity, and therefore I'm lacking a lot of range of motion at my big toe. So if I am able to loosen up that joint and get more range of motion before my run, I find that I have a lot less pain after my run. If you've been getting some plantar fasciitis pain as well, these stretches will be really helpful for you. Now, it's important to stretch, but it's also important to strengthen that area. So here, I'm doing some double heel raises. If you can do these pain-free, I would introduce them as soon as possible. From double leg heel raises, you can advance to this eccentric heel raise, going 2 up and 1 down to load that tendon even more on one side. Once you're able to do that pain-free, you can start to progress toward just a single leg heel raise here. You might need some balance help, so feel free to do this next to the wall or next to a counter. As you can see, single leg is going to be a lot harder than double leg and a lot more force through that tendon. But it's important to introduce those tissues to load, especially if you've been increase your running volume from 0 to 100 real quick. So I hope those exercises help you guys out a little bit, but keep in mind that if you don't adjust your running volume, your symptoms may persist and your risk of getting injured could be increased. So your best bet is to taper off on the running volume while your symptoms calm down and then gradually reintroduce it.